Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Plant Powered Dancing Yogi and my name is Hannah. Tonight or today we will be doing a short restorative flow. So you can do this flow right before bed. It's going to be a great way to kind of wind down and stretch out and even out your body before sleep. Or if you need kind of a reset in the middle of your day, that would also be great. So all you need is a block and a mat, and we'll get started. Go ahead and start in a comfortable seated position. You can be on your knees or you can stack your shins, one right in front of the other. Just relax your arms down your back. Close your eyes. And we'll start to focus on our breath here. So we're going to do a breathing exercise where we slow down our breath. So we will inhale for the count of 4. Exhale for the count of 4. And then we'll hold at the bottom for the count of 4. And we'll repeat this over again. So inhaling, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And we'll hold, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and repeat this on your own, counting inside your head. Taking deep inhales, long, slow exhales. When we hold the breath after we exhale, that brings down our heart rate. Starts to slow our body down. When we hold the breath at the top after the inhale, it speeds the heart rate up and wakens us up. So right now we're focusing on bringing the energy down. Taking deep inhales and long, slow exhales and holding the breath at the bottom. Go ahead and repeat this 3 more times on your own. And when you've finished your 3 rounds of breath, you can slowly open your eyes. And we're going to switch over onto our hands and knees. You can bring your knees apart from each other, bring your toes to touch, and shift your hips back, coming into a child's pose. Taking deep, long breaths here. Stretching out our back. Take a deep inhale. On an exhale, walk your hands over to the right, stretching out the left side of your body. Take 3 breaths here. And on an exhale, slowly walk your hands back to the center. Take an inhale here. Exhale, walk your hands over to the left, stretching out the right side of your body. Again, taking 3 breaths here. And again, on an exhale, walk your hands back to center on your own time. If you need longer, feel free to stay longer. Take a deep inhale through the nose and a cleansing exhale out through the mouth. Do that one more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, tent up onto your fingertips. Take the right arm, thread it underneath the left arm. Stretching out our shoulder. And once again, we'll take 3 breaths here. And on an inhale, bring your arms back, tenting your right fingertips now, and then threading the left arm underneath the right arm. Stretching out that left shoulder, bringing your left ear down to the mat. And on an inhale, bring that left arm back to meet the right. And we'll stretch in child's pose one last time. Taking a deep inhale and exhale. On an inhale, come up into tabletop position. We'll move through a few cat-cows. So on an inhale, drop the belly, arch the spine, take your gaze up. On an exhale, arch your back. Round your back. Tuck your tailbone, take your gaze towards your belly. And I like to take these a little more fluid sometimes, so inhale, rock forward onto your hands. As you exhale, you can rock back onto your legs. Inhale, rocking back, arching your spine. Exhale, round your spine, rocking back onto your legs. Inhale, rocking forward, taking your gaze up. Exhale, rocking back. Move through this a few more times on your own. And one more time. When you're ready, come back to a neutral tabletop position. Tuck your toes underneath. We'll just sit back onto our heels to stretch out the bottoms of our feet. And when you're ready, come back into a tabletop position. Shake out your feet a little bit. Maybe scrunch your toes the other way, point your feet, flex your feet, do some ankle circles, whatever feels best. And we'll tuck our toes again, engage our core, and we'll press our hips back into a downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal through your feet if that feels good to you. Rising up on both toes, pressing both heels down into the earth. Feel free to keep a slight bend in your knees. Really pressing our hands into the mat. And go ahead and take your gaze forward to the top of your mat. Rise up on your toes. Bend your knees. You can step or hop to meet your feet to your hands. And come into a forward fold. Halfway lift up, bringing our hands to our shins. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands down to our heart center. Take a moment here. And we'll go into a moon salutation. I'm going to step a little bit back on my mat. just so you can see me better. We'll inhale, take our arms up to the sky. Exhale, take a side bend to the right, stretching our left side body. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, over to the left, stretching our right side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, we'll sit into chair position. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot to the back of your mat, coming into a runner's lunge. Then drop the back knee. Untuck your toes. Lift up into a low lunge position. Inhale here. Exhale, rock back. Straighten your front leg, flexing your toes up. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold over your front leg. Inhale, lift up. Rock forward onto your front foot. Tuck your back toes under, lift up into a lunge again. Walk your hands up to the side as we rotate that left foot open, coming into a side lunge or Skandasana. Feel free to do a few rocks here. Sink your hips low, whatever feels best. You can bring your hands up to your heart if you wish. Take a breath here. And we'll shift over onto the other side. And the same thing, feel free to take a few rocks, flexing and pointing that right foot. Or you can bring your hands to your heart center. Taking a breath here. On an exhale, rotate to the left, coming up onto those back toes. Dropping that back knee down. Lifting up. Take an inhale here. Exhale, drop your hands down to your mat. Shift back, straightening this front leg. Flex and point that front foot. Ending in a flex position. Take an inhale as you exhale, forward fold over that front leg. Inhale, lift up, shift into that front leg, tucking that back toe, lifting our knee up, and pressing off our back foot to come into a forward fold, facing the back of our mat. Lift halfway up, forward fold, inhale, come all the way up, and bring your hands into your heart center. And we will repeat all of that on the other side. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, reach your arms to the left, stretching the right side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, over to the right, stretching the left side of your body. Inhale, back to center. This time we're going to cactus our arms. Take a slight back bend, opening up our chest. Inhale, back to center. Exhale into chair, sitting our hips back. Take an inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time, stepping our right foot to the back of our mat. Coming into a high lunge, dropping that back knee down, moving into a low lunge. Inhale. Lift our arms up. As we exhale, we'll cactus our arms again. And then reach behind you, clasp your hands together, and pull your chest open. Taking a slight back bend. You can take your gaze up to the sky if you wish. And release that. Shifting back onto our onto our right leg, our back leg. Take a few rocks with that front foot once again. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold over that front foot. This time stay here for a breath and breathe. Inhale, lift up. Shifting forward. Walking your hands up to the side, rotating that right leg open into Skandasana. Feel free to take your hands to your heart again. This time, we're going to pull our right foot in, and we'll move into a yogi squat. So this is where a block can come in handy, or if you have a foam roller, that will work too. But if your hips can't sit down easily, you can put a block right underneath you, and you can sit on a block, and then use your elbows to press your knees out, and then use the force between your hands to pull your hands down and pull your chest up. If you have the issue that your heels don't touch the floor, you can take a sweatshirt, a blanket, a pair of socks, and you can put them right underneath your heels, and that will help as well. So go ahead and stay here for a few breaths with whatever props you need. Really focusing on lifting the chest up and dropping the tailbone down. And whenever you're ready, extend that right leg out, shifting over, straightening the left foot, left leg, and then closing our hips off as we walk our hands to the top of our mat. Drop the left knee down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, cactus our arms. Reach behind us. Clasp our hands together and pull our chest open. Lifting our chest up to the sky, taking our gaze up. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Shift back onto our back leg, flexing our front foot. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, forward fold. And take one breath here. Inhale, lift up. Shifting forward onto your front foot, tucking your back toes, pushing off your back foot into a forward fold. Halfway lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up all the way. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time, step your feet to the back of your mat, coming into a plank position, lowering your knees down onto the mat, untucking your toes, lowering your chest all the way down, lifting up into a cobra, or if you prefer an up dog position, lift your knees off the floor and stretching through the front side of your body. If you like, I like to sway my hips from side to side. Sometimes my sacrum will pop, and that feels amazing. Inhale here. Exhale, shift into tabletop position and into child's pose for just a moment. And then back into a tabletop position. Tuck our toes underneath. Lift our hips into downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Go ahead and open up that hip. And then bring it through into pigeon pose. So bringing our right knee to our right wrist. And then our right foot to the left side. Left top corner of our mat. Making a right angle with our knee. If that doesn't feel good for your body, you can always bend it more. Or you can put a block or a blanket underneath that right hip to lift you up a little bit more, and that might feel more comfortable for you. So in whatever position you are in, take an inhale, lift your upper body up. Exhale, fold over. Go ahead and make a bed with your hands, so stacking your hands one right on top of the other. And then resting your forehead on top of your hands. If you can, try to get your back leg parallel, so dropping that left hip down towards your mat. And we'll take 5 breaths here. And when you're ready, lift up, plant your hands down, tuck your back toes underneath, and lift up into a 3-legged downward facing dog. Go ahead and shake that hip out, open it up to the side, and release it back down to the mat, lifting our left leg up this time. Open it up, bend the knee, and then bring it through into pigeon on the left side. Taking an inhale, lift your body up, and exhale, forward fold. And again, 5 breaths here. You may notice that one side is tighter than the other, and that is absolutely okay. Our bodies are never symmetrical. As much as we wish they are, they'll never be symmetrical, and that's okay. When you're ready, take an inhale, lift your body up. Go ahead and sweep your right foot around so that both feet are at the top of your mat. Straighten your legs out, flex your feet, reach up to the sky. We'll take a nice forward fold in a seated position. So you can grab your toes or the balls of your feet, pull your chest up, straightening out your back. And take a deep inhale. As you exhale, go ahead and fold all the way over, rounding your spine, trying to clasp your hands around your feet if that's accessible. You'll get a nice stretch in between your shoulder blades with this. And on an inhale, lift up. Release the bind around your feet. And shift your hips forward a little bit so that they're in the middle of your mat. And go ahead and lay down all the way onto your back, hugging your knees into your chest. Releasing your left leg down to the mat, keeping your right leg hugged in tight. And bring it across your body to the left. Extend your right arm out to the side. Coming into a supine spinal twist. Taking deep breaths here. And when you're ready, bring your leg back to the center. Bend your right leg, bend your left leg, cross your right ankle over your left knee. Reach your arms through and hug both knees into you. Feel free to flex that right foot. If you want to flex and point the left foot, that might feel good. Maybe do some ankle circles one way and then the other. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, pull your legs closer to you, reaching your tailbone down into the mat so that your spine stays nice and long and it doesn't get rounded. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, release your left leg down to the mat. You can keep your knee bent or you can straighten it out. We're going to grab our foot, our right foot, and extend our knee, reaching our heel up to the sky. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, pull your leg closer to your body. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, pull it closer. And then we'll reach our right hand on the inside of our foot, grabbing our heel or our calf, whichever is most comfortable for you. Extend your left arm out to the side in a T position, and we'll bring our right leg out to the side. Take an inhale here, and exhale. One more inhale. And on the exhale, bring your leg back to the center. This time, take your left hand, wrap it around the ball of your foot, slightly suckle your ankle, and bring your leg to the left, almost as if you're going to make it touch your shoulder. This will really stretch your outer hip and your IT band, and it might even get into your calf and ankle. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, try to get that right hip closer to the mat, rotating it down. One more inhale. Exhale, bring it back to the center. Flex and point the foot, and reach it all the way down to the ground. Hug your left knee into your chest, and bring it across your body to the right. Reaching your left arm out to the side. And when you're ready, take a deep inhale. On an exhale, come back to the center, crossing your left ankle over your right knee, reaching your arms through, clasping your hands over your shin or your hamstring if that's better for you. And inhale, exhale, pull your legs closer to you, driving your tailbone down into the mat, creating that opposite energy. One more inhale. Exhale, extend both legs, the right down to the mat and the left up to the sky. Flexing that left foot. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Pull it closer to your body. Now grabbing your heel with your left hand, bringing it out to the side, bringing your right arm out to a T position. And then bring it back to center, switching hands. Take a slight sickle in your foot, bringing your leg across your body and up on the diagonal. Really driving that left hip down. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring it back to the center and let it go all the way down to the mat. And grab your block or your foam roller again. We're going to do a supported bridge pose, so bring your feet flat on the mat, bending both knees. You can have your block short ways like this, or you can flip it long ways. This is what I prefer. You're going to lift your hips up, pressing into your feet. Place your block right underneath your sacrum. Don't place it too high on your back, otherwise that will hurt your back and your spine. Place it right underneath your sacrum. That's usually where those little back dimples are. Some people have them, some people don't. And we'll just take a few breaths here. If you have a foam roller, I like to place my hands on either side of the foam roller if it's a short one. And I like to sway my knees right and left. Sometimes my sacrum will pop there. And if you just have a block, you might want to stay steady. And just let it release. And when you're ready to come out, press into your feet, lift your hips up, engaging your glutes. Slide the block out from underneath you. And slowly lower your hips all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Lift your feet up, flex your feet, reach for the outside edges of your feet and come into happy baby pose. Bringing our knees towards our armpits, and again bringing your tailbone down into the mat so your spine doesn't round and it stays nice and straight. Feel free to rock from side to side, extending one leg out to the side and then the other, or maybe both. Do whatever feels comfortable right here. And when you're ready, you can extend your legs down to the corners of your mat, coming into a final Shavasana. Extend your arms long below you, bringing your shoulders underneath you, rolling them down your back. If you prefer to take a more restorative position, you can bring your feet flat on the mat, as wide as your mat, and then let your knees fall in towards each other. And you can bring your arms up and then crossing them over your chest like you're giving yourself a big hug. Or one last position you can take. You can walk your feet towards the center of your mat, let your knees fall open, and have the soles of your feet touch each other. And then I like to bring my right hand to my stomach and then my left hand to my heart. I focus on my breath and then my heartbeat. Or if you prefer to just take a traditional Shavasana, you can extend your legs down to the corners of your mat and your arms long beside you. And we'll take a deep inhale together and a cleansing exhale out through the mouth. And we'll do one more. Take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And seal your lips again and continue to breathe through your nose. I'll take us through a short guided meditation. So go ahead and gently close your eyes if they're not already closed. And start to imagine a warm ball of light radiating over your forehead. And that warm ball of light is going to send healing energy into your body. And as it sends its energy into your body, it's going to relax your muscles and your fascia and your ligaments and tendons and everything. So right now that warm ball of light is radiating over your forehead, smoothing out the creases. And it's slowly moving over your eyelids, relaxing your eyes deep into their sockets. Next it's moving over your cheekbones and your jaw, relaxing everything there, all of the jaw muscles, relaxing your tongue inside your mouth. Then moving down your neck, over your shoulders and your collarbone, sending warm healing energy there, relaxing all of those tight muscles in the back of our neck, down our shoulders, and across our chest. And it's moving down your biceps, sending its warm energy into your biceps and your triceps, and now over your forearms and your wrists. Then it's stopping at your hands for a moment, where it's sending its warm healing energy into the palms of your hands and radiating outwards. And then that ball of light is going to travel back up your arms and then move down your back, along your spine, and around your front to your abdominals, and then down to your hip flexors. It's going to pause there for a moment as it sends its warm healing energy deep into the hip flexors, relaxing all of the muscles around our hips. And then it'll travel around to our glutes, where it will relax all of those muscles and send its warm healing energy there. Next, it'll travel down our hamstrings and our quads, warming up our muscles as if they're melting off our bones, releasing deep into the floor. It will then travel down our shins, healing any injuries we may have there, any shin splints. And it'll relax our calves, and then next it'll travel down to our ankles, where it'll pause there once again, sending that warm healing energy deep into our ankles, relaxing all of the muscles around our ankles. And then lastly, it will travel down to our feet, where it'll heal our arches and the tops of our feet, our toes. And as that warm ball of light finishes moving across our body, it extends out through our toes and back up into the sky above us, where it sends warm healing energy over our entire body. Releasing everything into the floor. Feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. Or if you're ready to move out of Shavasana, start to deepen your breath. Take a deep inhale. Feel the air fill up your lungs, your healthy lungs. And exhale. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe touch your thumb to each of your fingertips to wake them back up. Do some wrist and ankle circles. Take a deep stretch. Reach your arms up over your head. Reach your feet down your mat. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side, massaging out your lower back. And then rolling on to your favorite side, whichever that is, right or left. Pausing here in fetal position for a moment. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, press your top arm into the floor. Come up into a sitting position. Keeping your eyes softly closed. We'll reach our arms up to the sky, gather in all of that love and healing energy we just felt. Bring our palms down to our heart center. Take one more breath here. I thank you all so much for joining me today. And thank yourself for showing up and giving yourself this time of relaxation and rejuvenation. The light and the love in me honors and appreciates the light and love in each and every one of you. May you stay safe and healthy and happy. Namaste. I hope you all enjoyed this flow. If you liked it, please like and comment on this video, and then click the subscribe button for more videos and content. I hope you all have a great, safe, happy, and healthy week.